There are very many people who think that alcoholics are very big pretenders. This is because when people get drunk, they tend to do things that they don't remember doing. They tend to say things that they don't remember saying. And when confronted the following day, or when the alcohol wears off, they say they didn't say or do those things, and they feign ignorance. And so we tend to think that these people are pretending. Somebody would ask, this person said all these things. This person talked about, claimed that I was having an affair with somebody. This person said that school head teacher siphoned school money and used it to buy his car. This person can be somebody who came to the house and prepared food and ate the food and even served friends the food, but then they don't remember doing any of these things. This is because alcohol makes us go into a blackout. And in a blackout, you function normally. You walk, you talk, you engage in stories, you recognize people, you recognize places. You can even cross a busy road and you look left, you look right, you even look up, you look everywhere and cross the road when it is very safe for you to cross the road. But your mind doesn't store these things. And when the alcohol wears off, you don't remember any of these things ever happening. That is what a blackout entails. Because you'll do something. You might even end up talking to a lady and taking him to your house, but you wouldn't recall having had that conversation. You wouldn't recall having had sex with this particular lady. But the telltale signs will be there. Everything will show that you did this and that, but your mind doesn't remember you doing this. Blackouts can occur and last for a few hours, last for even days, depending on how intoxicated you have been. And these blackouts cause us to lose some times of our lives, because during such blackouts, which become more frequent the more you increase your alcohol intake or alcohol consumption, you have a life where there are portions of the life that you can't recall, portions of your life that you don't know what transpired. You'll only get to understand this from the people who are there, people who tell you this and this is what happened. You see, you can find somebody who drove a vehicle from a point A to another point, a distance of maybe over 5 kilometers, but you don't recall ever stepping into your car. You might wake up in the morning, get very much alarmed. Where is my car? What happened? And you check out, you see your car is parked where it's supposed to be. You check, you put your car keys where they're supposed to be put, but you don't remember ever doing any of these things. You can be still be in the bar, you are in a blackout and people don't know, because you are carrying on with conversations like any other normal person does. Unapiga story zako, unaangalia TV news inaendelea, kuna mambo ya siasa hapo, unaongea vile chama hii na chama hii, vile huyu atashinda au president, vile huyu ataanguka UMCA. You are very much alive and seemingly conversant with the happenings around you. But in reality, the real you is not there. Your brain can't recall, your brain can't store whatever is happening at that specific moment. You're actually not there. So later on, when you come out of this blackout, there will be a period yenye ujui nini ilifanyika. You clearly don't recall what happened. This happens to people in a health condition. Kuna watu, they suffer memory losses. Some can be permanent, most are non-permanent. Now this is what alcohol does to you. Even you can drink, go home, tell your parents some stupid things, get to argue, leave, and don't remember you did these things. You can even wake up, go to work, do your work, and you don't remember doing any of these things because you are under the influence of alcohol, and the alcohol has an effect on your brain. If you've ever been into a blackout, you might understand what I'm talking about. There are portions of our lives that we will never be able to recall. We'll only recall what somebody tells you, but you're not even sure if they're telling you the truth or wanakudanganya, because you yourself wouldn't believe that is what was happening. Those are the things you are doing or saying. Unless maybe you wake up and you find yourself next to a lady on the same bed. Then you start wondering, how did this start? In fact, you don't know who the person sleeping next to you is. So you have to wake the person up. Probably pia yeye alikuwa kwa blackout. That is now when you start asking us, getting to know one another. Unamuuliza yeye ni nani, anatoka wapi, mulipatana aje, but you spend the night together and you don't remember any of these. So the next time somebody who's been drunk tells you hakumbuki, just get to know that he suffered a blackout. And blackouts make people not to remember what they did. It doesn't justify they are doing those things, but it is something that happens, something that you should understand and not assume that huyo mtu ni muongo, that because we don't want to be accountable, we now say we don't remember. The truth is that hatukumbuki vitu, ni vitu ilifanyika, but they were not imprinted into our brains, into our memory. By the time we were doing these things, we were in a different world. There was something, I still don't get the science behind it, but I know you do things, you look very normal, but you are not actually normal, you are not there. The real you is not there. It's the alcohol that is working inside of you, and it makes you look very okay. Sahi hata ukipewa balance yako ya pesa, you will count it very well, na unauliza mbona ichange haitoshi. Unachukua simu, unafanya calculations, but you are not there. You are doing these things mechanically. That is a blackout for you. And if you have ever suffered a blackout, 1 or 2, those are too many, it is time for you to overcome alcohol. It is time to you to consider your relationship with alcohol. I did this and I'm now happy. Blackouts are things of the past. Hangovers are things of the past. Kutapika the whole day, having the inability to eat because my throat is sore due to vomiting. With alcohol, you vomit even when the stomach is empty, and it affects you very negatively. My health is now okay, and I am happy, I am sober. You can also enjoy